We're back now at 8:24. Of course, we are all focused on Hurricane Laura and the impacts that we could see locally here over the next couple of days, but we're also dealing with the coronavirus pandemic. And joining us right now, we have Dr. Aldo Russo. He is the Regional Medical Director of Ochsner Medical System. Good morning to you, Dr. Russo. We're talking about life after COVID-19 and talking about the people who recover from the virus, some of the long-term effects that they could be experiencing and what doctors are studying right now. This morning, there are about 118,000 people in Louisiana who have recovered from the virus. But Dr. Russo, what do we know about what they may be experiencing after they recover from COVID-19?
Thank you for allowing me to participate in your show. Basically, the long-term effects of COVID are still something that we're learning and lingering effects. But I can tell you that, as we know, for the majority of people, COVID is a mild, short-lived illness. But we are seeing that some people remain after being infected with the virus with some lingering effects. Someone, in the areas of shortness of breath, fatigue, body ache, headache, and sometimes even towards some long-term effects in the lungs and the heart.
Yeah, there's just so much that's unknown about the coronavirus that we're all continuing to learn as we go through this pandemic. But even people who get the virus after being considered healthy beforehand are now experiencing issues that they never thought that they would experience. So for some people who may be experiencing some of these weird symptoms after recovering from COVID-19, what would you say to them on how to move forward?
That's a great question, and to be honest, we don't really know. First of all, as I was mentioning before, we know that there's a short number of people that get severe illness, and of those are the ones that we're seeing the majority of lingering effects or long-term effects. So, for example, somebody who has severe pneumonia from the COVID may develop scar tissue and blood clots in the arteries of the lungs and also scar tissue in the lungs. So they will end up having some residual shortness of breath long term. My advice for those people is to make sure that they have consultations with their physicians, their pulmonologists in that case, and enroll in some rehabilitation programs that will enhance the capacity of their lungs. Sometimes we see that this effects last about 3 to 4 months. So we're hoping that enrolling in some sort of rehabilitation program will help.
Dr. Aldo Russo, the Regional Medical Director of Ochsner Medical Systems here in the capital city, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Much more Fox 44 First Edition coming up right after this.